Thanks for the auto host. All right, so Palagia. This right here is Palagia can be a bit of a pain in the ass for a lot of people. Not getting Palagia aligned, not getting it the setup right, not getting your placements and stuff like that. So this Colossus right here can really suck up a lot of your time. Unless you get the one cycle. I'll show that one a little bit later, but what we're going to do is just going to show the genuine strategies first, and then we're going to get a little bit more in depth. Unfortunately, there's no other real skips for this besides a couple of clever tricks and then the one cycle. So I immediately switch to my bow, fire off 2 quick shots until I see that the horns are changing color. And then wait about right here. Holding R1 to crouch. Press down. And you wait till it starts to dip down. Jump on in. Grabbing anywhere is good, but ideally grabbing on the rim at the top where his teeth are. I'm going to call him teeth. Is best. You're going to want to hit the inner top tooth. I think there's a difference between what ones you hit. And which way he moves. So ideally what I was supposed to do is hit left twice and then hit forward once. Let's actually restart this, because he got his shaken a little bit too early. He's actually supposed to stay turning for a while. There we go. So you just want to make sure that his horns glow, that they change from that blue to the orange. And you don't always jump from the same exact spot. You want to make sure that where you're jumping from is going to reach the rim. Kind of stay away from the back tooth on his right side, because as it pops up, if you're on it, it will just pop you out. So hit the tooth once. You just want to make sure that he actually turns. And forward. Jump off. And you're gonna hide behind this. They'll shoot at it to avoid getting yourself hit. And then he's going to mount the gazebo if you lined him up right. Just like this. And the sigil's right underneath him. After the second stab, he'll dive down. I always let go of the second one. If you're doing like the 2-cycle route, just so we can get right here and get ready. Love-hate relationship with chocobos. Why? And what do you mean you gave up on Moon? Like gave up on like the storyline? All right, so he's gonna immediately shoot again. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to hit him a couple of times. Taking a little bit of damage here is fine, but if you shoot him at least a couple of times to get him to turn orange, he'll dip down again right after shooting at you. And that's what we want. Switch over to sword. Wait for the thing to pop back. And a hit. He's going to do this again. He may alter where he's standing when he does this, just like how he basically reset. And then I swiped a little bit too early, which caused me to fall. So as I swiped, Wander decided to lose his balance. So we just have to reset again. Just got to get him to turn orange. See what he does. Is he going to shoot us? Is he going to dip down? He can do either since he's already shot us once. And he's going to shoot us again. And then he'll dip down. What's up, Bari? I see what you mean. And then we just gotta take him to another gazebo. Same exact thing we did last time. He's gonna shoot at us. And then we're just gonna jump onto his stomach. And that's Palagia. What is this? What is this? Alright, so I'm going to show a little skip that you can do. It doesn't save too much time, but I think overall the fight, it can save about 30 seconds. So at the beginning I shoot at him. Same as always. Switch back over to the sword. Get back up on it. I like to aim myself towards the tooth that I'm gonna hit. Makes it easier. There we go. And then I wait about here. I give it a couple seconds after it starts shooting, and I jump back on it. Like this. So you don't have to wait for it to set up. And then you just continue as normal. Doing your 2-cycle route of stab, let go, get launched back into the water, back out, switch to your bow, and hide. Alrighty, Jim. Hello, Ari Ghost. And night, Jim. Sleep well. Shot you twice. Just steer it right back over to the second gazebo. Now, you want to be careful when you're trying to do this trick. If you try to jump at him too early, what'll end up happening is he won't actually charge up. I think it has something to do with how much you are on the water will displace his anger, I guess, with you. So I'll show an example of that. A nice little kind of just don't do this. And put some icy hot on your back. It feels better, man. You made a Discord and Rabbit account? Interesting. If I jump too early. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I got stuck on the edge. But yeah, if you jump too early, when he's just starting to do the lightning flashes to shoot at you, instead of him jumping up on the gazebo, he'll just enter one of those shakes that he did with me on it, like you saw not too earlier. It can be a bit annoying. It can really suck. To be honest, it's actually more of a risk than just, you know, or more of a time loss than just kind of taking it normally. But I think personally, if you can get good at this in like practice, then it's not a bad thing to attempt in an actual run, because it will save you about 30 seconds on average on this fight. Tap him. I also think it might have something to do with if you don't position him correctly. It might just be a you didn't position him correctly thing then. Huh. Never thought of it like that then. Maybe I was just positioning him wrong in that aspect. Who knew? Alright, so we're going to try to show off the one cycle. Now this will cut off at least 2 minutes off of this fight on average. And it's not guaranteed, but it's always a good idea to try it. Nero Otaku has plenty of videos. I have one where I got a one cycle, and then in my recent PB I got the one cycle. I didn't have my sword out. Oh, interesting. We were lined up pretty nicely. Let's see. Now we're having trouble with the lineup. So I'm going to try to adjust him with a left hit. There we go. See, that's the way you're actually supposed to do it, but you're supposed to land on it. You're supposed to grab up at the top where the teeth are, drop down to his little lip, and then jump off. Either way, it's still good. And you can sometimes jump to his lip from there. There's a placement that you can get in normal time attack where he'll actually turn to the left first as opposed to turning to the right. And that actually saves even more time because you don't have to go through all of this. So it saves, I think, 20 seconds because you don't have to worry about all of this stuff. Yeah, about 20 seconds. And normal time attack is a really good idea of like helping show you like what your times are outside of like, you know, travel time on each Colossus. Might be positioned wrong. Alright, so for the one cycle, you're going to want to try to get right about there. And then you're going to do one full stab. One almost full stab. Another full stab. And then hope you get the plant. I actually almost had it there. But you have to be really on time. So when Wander, if this is the controller like where Wander is, he's going to be flopping this way. You want him to land like this. Like with the controller, how it's like this. Because he'll actually be in a plant on the left side of Palagia's sigil. But as soon as you see him land on that, you need to hit square so that way he can start charging the attack. The placement of that is, it's a little bit lenient, but it does need to be quite accurate in that area. But as long as you get, like if you're trying to go for the one cycle but you don't feel too confident with it, like if you're not too confident with it, it's still a good idea to go for it just in case. As long as you get a little bit of a stab in, or do at least half of his health, he'll destroy the gazebo. The worst thing that you can get is try to do this and then still get a 3-cycle Palagia. Because if you don't stab too much, then he's not going to destroy the gazebo, and you're going to have to get back up on it and then do all this lovely stuff all over again. Or if you're stupid and fall off because you don't jump. Oh, Ari Ghost. You are your own meme. I would not recommend relying on the one cycle all the time though, because even if you do get a good time with a one cycle, relying on it every single time is a bit tough. You can get really good placement, but you can also get screwed over. You know, if you didn't time it exactly, or you didn't get enough damage, then you have even a greater time loss. There we go. So, gonna move over a little bit this way. Looks about right. Get a full stab. Near full stab. And I didn't get it. But I did at least 50% of damage. So, Palagia still destroyed the gazebo. Yeah, apparently the follower knows all of our inside jokes. And I'm not sure if I answered, but I'm doing good, Emo. I'm doing good. Oof, that's tough. Got it. Oh, that sucked. Yeah, I probably should have just hung on to it. Let's try to go for the one cycle again. Yeah. Oh. Low. Oh, that's good. I stabbed too much. Glancing over at chat killed me. Man, I have just been like tired and lethargic so much. I actually might not get any speedruns in tonight. I might just do this tutorial like I promised. Go take a nap. Again. I'm fucking tired, man. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I hope I'm not getting sick though. This game is Shadow of the Colossus. Björklauer. Alright. That was actually faster than what I was ready for. Okay. I was hoping that it didn't actually affect anything. Full stab. Almost full stab. Another full stab. And I didn't get it. Because he didn't get the plant. So we'll do one more of trying to get the one cycle stab, and then if I don't get it, I'll just put a link to Nero's one cycle or my one cycle in there. It's not too difficult to pull off a practice, but it's definitely an interesting one. But it makes this Colossus a lot easier to manage because you don't have to deal with the other second half of it. Once is enough with Palagia. A little bit worried about this setup right here. Too far though. See, when he's too far like this, if you jump out, that's for sure when he's gonna mess it up. What's up, D-Man? Alright, that looks good. Full stab. Almost full stab. Yeah, definitely overstabbed. Alright. So yeah, I'll leave a link to Nero's one cycles, so that way you can try to land